Hey guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat. Did I just say Misty? Hey guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat, and today I'm going to do a TBR. So it has been a while since I've done one, partly because I wasn't sure what I wanted to read and I'm really spoiled for choice right now, and also partly because I just kept reading Jane Austen books, and so it was kind of pointless because no matter what I said I was going to read, what I actually read was going to be Jane Austen. But this month, I'm thinking I am going to try to tackle some of the things that I'm supposed to be reading right now. But before I get into what those books are, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what I read over the last month. So we're a few days shy of completing the month, but as you can see, sort of, because I'm sure you can't read that, but I've read every single day. Still going strong on that streak. And as for what I've been reading every day, it's just been basically a shit ton of Courtney Milan books. Just wall-to-wall Regency romance, because I moved on from Jane Austen into Regency romance and Victorian romance. I can't stop. Also, I really love Courtney Milan, so I read a whole lot of things by her this month, and I'm kind of still going. I'm on my last book, which is actually a reread, and then I don't have anything else by her, so I think I'm forced to kind of take a break. But other than those books, I've also read Bloom by Kevin Panetta, which is a contemporary graphic novel with baking and cute boy romance. Really good. I'll be talking more about this one soon. And I read Kingdom of Ash and Briars and the follow-up, Realm of Ruins, both of which are by Hannah West. Again, I will be talking about these very soon, but in case you missed that, just, my god, pick them up. Oh my god, they're so good. Adored them, cover to cover. So I'll be talking about those three books this month. I won't be talking about the Courtney Milan books much. However, I think I do want to do a romance books book chat or recommendation list type of thing coming up very soon, because I have you guys ask me that a lot. You've heard me talk about my black, cold, dead heart, and yet I like romance books. And so a lot of you who have been on the fence or have never found a romance that you like will ask me for recommendations. What wins me over? And I've put it off for a long time because I just wasn't sure where to even begin, but I think I kind of have some things I want to say now, and I definitely have some things I want to recommend to you. So if you would like to see a romance books book chat, especially for those who think they don't like romance, let me know, because I would like to do that. But anyway, that was kind of what I read through in November. It was a really great month. I enjoyed it all. So hopefully December will be the same, but here is what I am planning on reading, hopefully, or at least kind of choosing from, in the month of December. Hey, Kimba. You wanna move? Thank you! First up, you didn't expect me to completely get away from the Regency romance, did you? No, because I'll definitely be reading some of the stories from Rational Creatures. This is a short story anthology of Jane Austen retellings, kind of feminist takes on them and on some of the characters. Kind of a great way for me to get my Jane Austen fix and sample some new authors while not letting Jane Austen take over the month of December, in theory. I also want to try to dig into Illusions by Madeline J. Reynolds, which I believe is out now, but if not, it's coming out very soon. Told in a series of like letters and diary entries, I believe, and is kind of magical, and is one that was mentioned in the end of a book that I was reading as a title you might also like, and I was thinking, oh, that does sound good, and then it showed up that day, so I feel like that's fate telling me to read this. And then I have a few books that are coming out in January, so I should probably at least try to dig into them in December. The first is Ransacker by Emmy Laybourne. This has been sitting next to my pillow on my bed because I want to read it right now, but I don't want to get into that thing where I'm like reading 18 books at one time because ooh, shiny syndrome, so I'm making myself be good and finish what I'm reading now, and also I keep reading those Courtney Milan books. Probably could have read this by now. But anyway, this is a follow-up to Berserker, which I loved. I will leave that review linked, and I have been eagerly awaiting it. I did sneak a little peek at it, and it made me want to read it immediately, but I was good. I set it aside. I'm not setting it aside anymore. It will be read very soon. Also, we have Death Prefers Blondes by Caleb Rarick. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. This is, as you would probably guess, hey, let's not do that. As you would probably guess, it is a bit of a caper, a heist novel, a cat burglar novel about a group of drag queens breaking into places, stealing things. It seems so right. That just charms my soul. It warms some little tiny piece of my black heart. I also started reading this one and liked it so far. So this is why I had to set things aside, because I was starting to get a little bit of that ooh shiny tickle in my brain that was like, well, but why don't you try that though? Maybe you should read a little bit of that though. So I had to just set them all to the side. So most of these books have been sitting in a pile on my bed, and I've been saving them from falling behind the bed every couple days when the cats start to kind of push them further and further. So there could be another one that I missed that did fall behind my bed. Who knows? But the other book that's coming out in January that I want to dig into is another short story anthology actually, and it's Skull and Pestle, which is edited by Kate Wolford. It is Tales of Baba Yaga. Yes! And you know I'm excited about that. And it's very trim, so this one will be a piece of cake, I think, to dig into, and yeah, I'm excited. Some of these especially sound like... So those are the likely definites. I'm not going to kid myself and say I'm not going to read any Courtney Milan, because it will probably happen. I think I'll also be listening to an audiobook. It's been probably at least, I don't think I've listened to any audiobook in November, and I might not have in October either, though maybe I did at the beginning of the month. I'm starting to get a little antsy. I want it. I need it. Which is fortunate because I just got one. It's The House in the Poplar Wood, and I am really excited to dig into that one. So that one will also likely be read or listened to this month. I won't really go much further than that as far as likely, just because it is December. December is crazy. We all know that. However, I've been choosing reading over Netflix lately, so in theory I could get through quite a bit more. I also like to leave myself a little bit of wiggle room to just pick something purely because it's kind of going to suit a craving, especially in the month of December. I get a little more antsy in December, time is short, and it's the end of the year, and I kind of just want to say, like, screw it to lists and plans and obligations. And so I always end up reading something completely random and ridiculous for my shelves, so there's plenty to choose from. I have no idea what it will be, but potentially I might pick up something from my shelves. Who knows? We'll see. Might have to do a little shop my shelves. Maybe we'll do that for January. Should I do something different as far as a TBR is concerned, and even like a general approach to reading next year? I think I might. Let me know what you want to see. But that is all for this TBR and a kind of quick look at what I read in November. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want to see specific things about any of these books, video reviews, written reviews, first impressions, excerpts, book chats, any of that, let me know in the comments. You can let me know too if you do TBRs, what you're planning on reading in December, or even if you don't do TBRs, just kind of some of the things you're considering. I think people feel really locked in by TBRs, and I just want to let you know you really don't have to. Sometimes I treat them as a literal list. This is what I'm reading, and I'm going to read it all, but a lot of times I just kind of use it as an organizational tool. This is the pile of books I'm working from. I'm going to go with what is most calling to me, and if that changes, it changes. But at least I don't have those gaps in between books where I just don't know what I want to read, so I'm not reading anything. You know, I kind of have a go-to. Whatever, that's my little sales pitch for TBRs. But that is all for this video. Looking forward to chatting with you guys in the comments. And until next time, thank you guys for watching and happy reading!